Dr. Barry Morguelan has traveled the world in search of a way to help us transform our lives. What has he found? What is a formula of success? He's actually found something called energy for success, and Dr. B is with us. That's how we all know you, as Dr. Barry and Dr. B. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
So Dr. B, what did you find in your travels? You ended up in China, and that's really, after traveling all over the world, you ended up there. What happened?
In China, I'd been on a search for search for six and a half years, like every 3 months, even though I had a very successful endoscopic surgery practice here, doing Western medicine, loving it, coming from UCLA. I love Western medicine. So it's just, I felt that people were still suffering too much. And the emergency room was too full and it never stopped. And I was running. So I said, I've got to find something else. This was 25 years ago. And I went Europe, South America, Central America, and finally in China. I had the good fortune of working with their national treasure, a grand master, someone who's had the actual oral tradition passed on down. It was never allowed to be written down, all the way going back since the days of Lao Tzu, the yin yang symbol originator. And these techniques have to do with the whole state of your body being healthy without you having to change your mindset. Your actual setup. We all know about acupuncture and acupressure and massage. Well, you have trillions, is what I learned, of sensors inside your body that you can learn with these techniques, which took me a number of years to learn and bring back, that you yourself can open up each day so that whatever else you do, whether you're a musician or whether you're an athlete or whether you're a politician or whether you're a scientist, your brain opens up and you become like that, or your body opens up so that you're like ready to hit a home run or you're ready to take an exam. You don't have that feeling, that draggy thing that everybody has this experience of in life. And then as life goes on, unfortunately, people are told it's only going to get worse, which this is completely the opposite. This is for you to get stronger each day yourself.
So, there's always been this notion, and I've heard this since I was a kid, that we only use like 1% of our capacity, most of us, and that we just don't connect the top to the heart, to the body, to that we don't maximize our lives. And that's what it sounds like you're talking about here, that you're trying to maximize every single thing that you do in your life to give you a more full life.
So true. You've heard, if you stay in your head, you're dead. You heard that, right? Yeah. And people go, yeah, but how do I get out of my head? Because I'm talking to myself to get out of myself. It's a circular thing, and it's a joke. It's the truth is, if you can widen one's experience to, like, if you ever saw someone, or if you yourself ever hit a home run or spiked a volleyball or hit a softball firmly or a tennis ball, you know that you almost pause for a second because it's like, wow, look at that. I mean, how did that come out of my body? I mean, I didn't create the micro movements in my body. How can I replicate that? Well, this allows you to replicate that home run state, or that state where you just knew and you were ready to perform at your best. That's inside of you all the time, but we don't know how to let it out. And we've worked for, how many hundreds of years for people to try to mentally get it out or change their points of view. And you don't have to do that. Your bodies, all our bodies are, I've done surgery for 30 years. I'm telling you, if whoever you cut open, it doesn't matter what their ethnicity is, their skin color, their point of view, it's the same. We all have these wonderful bodies that we don't know how to use. So this technology allows you to open up your sensors, which are all over there, so that you can become more peaceful and powerful and centered and actually feel more competent each moment, so that you don't feel like you have to fake your confidence. You actually feel that home run feeling all the time.
One of the things that hit us, that has hit us recently, is an abundance of anxiety over the pandemic and COVID and masks. And we're like to hear with anxiety, and it's all bundled up inside, and we're trying to fill ourselves with some sense of hope and freedom, and we're not able to achieve it. What can we do?
Let's first not deny it. That's the first step. Let's accept that, okay, it's not World War II, but it is a very high level of tension, conflict, which people are given multiple answers, none of which is allowing anybody any relief over the years. It's just that people are just being pacified, or some people say kicking the can down the road. Now, what's the other way you could handle that? Well, we could all look at it as, hey, I didn't know about these energy practices before, but I can actually use all this period of time to, whether I'm at home and just using the computer, or whether I'm able to move around, whatever it is, to actually get stronger every day, to actually have your brain become more adept and awake and alert and actually smarter every day, and actually have your relationships with people become so that even though you may only get to be with them over a screen, or when you are with them, you're too close. Like this one lady said, I'm really loving being with my 4 kids all the time. And she has a sign on the thing called, "This is a complete lie." And so she says, she says, I've never been around my kids, my husband.
So much.
Yeah. And so the point is, there's an upside to that. Don't let a good crisis go to waste. So we have an opportunity now that we don't like it. It's too much tension, too much anxiety, too many rules, too many restrictions. However, what could you do at the time? What if you could be your own physician in terms of opening up your sensors? What if you could be your own guru? What if that's available to you and you could gain that during this time, 20 minutes a day by working on that? That would be something that would make this whole period of time something where you became, almost enlightened, which I think everybody wants to grow more in their capacity, more in their prowess. And this discipline was all based on that you actually can.
Dr. Berry, it's been such a pleasure talking with you. Energyforsuccess.com is the website. Thank you so much for being with us. I appreciate the conversation.
It's wonderful being here with you. Thank you. I wish everybody tremendous health and success. Thank you.
Thank you.